Hey everybody, my name is Dawson Poling, and I'm the co-host of the Young Adult Diary, and our co-host is...
Tom Jing. Today we have...
Corinne.
All right. Corinne, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I am 18 years old. I just graduated from high school in April, and I am attending Liberty University online this upcoming year.
She's officially valid for YA.
Yeah.
She's never been before she turned 18.
Until now.
Right, okay.
Right.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
but I'm majoring in biblical studies and theology, and I am a worship leader. I've done music my whole life. My parents are both music teachers, so I've grown up just in that household. And yeah, it's been just a lot of music my whole life. I've been an art lover my whole life, so I love painting. I love reading and writing and all those things.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
You know, if you go to Harvest, you know Corinne's pretty big on the worship team and
Big stuff.
Big stuff. And you
no.
know what?
Big
And
stuff.
and she's good. And I don't give out compliments to
Wow.
you.
Hey, you
Tom's
just got a
saying
compliment
that.
from Tom.
Dawson knows I'm honest. When someone's bad up there, I've said it before. I've said it
Oh,
before.
he's told me I sound bad before.
Some days. No, I'm just kidding. But so how did you just turned 18 and you've been
Yeah.
on the worship team for a little bit.
Yeah.
How did you know, I guess at such a young age, that you wanted to go into worship ministry and be a part of that?
Yeah, so crazy story actually. Not a lot of people know this, but I did not want to be in worship ministry for a long time. My life dream was to be a classical musician. My dream was always to play oboe in a big symphony somewhere. And so
Why oboe?
Oboe. So my grandma was a professional oboist. She still is.
Oh.
And
A whole family of
yes,
musicians.
whole family. But she taught me oboe starting at age 10. And I would go to her house every week, and it just slowly became like my dream to be in a big symphony someday. I was in the Naperville Youth Symphony, and I was doing like state competitions and applying for scholarships and all these things. But I started to like slowly lose a love for it. And I feel like that started to happen when I started like growing my relationship with the Lord, which is just kind of crazy how that happens. Not like it was a bad thing at all, like it was a great thing.
Yeah.
But I just started losing a love for it. And so I ended up quitting orchestra, which was a huge deal because that was like my
In
life.
your family, that's probably a massive
Yeah, because my dad was also directing the orchestra at the time. So he actually stepped down from that position and I quit at the same time. So we were both like,
Wow.
we're out.
deal. We're out of here.
We're out of here. And so that door closed and I was a little bit sad, but I knew it was the right thing. And less than a month later, I got a call from our worship pastor, when my dad did, asking if I would be interested in coming in staff at Harvest as a worship leader. So it was like one door closed and then another opened
door opened.
really fast. And it was really cool to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, so growing up in a family of musicians, did you ever feel pressure to like do something big or
That's a good question.
yeah, like because my dad played tennis. I come from a tennis family, and it's like
Yeah.
when I was growing up, me and all my siblings, there was a time where it was like, you're playing tennis, you don't have an option, you know, and
Carry the legacy.
you like carry the legacy.
Yeah.
Right. Do you feel like you were dragged into that?
Sometimes.
Okay.
There were definitely some rough patches where my mom would like force me to practice piano, and I hated it, and I was like, please let me quit. Obviously
Yep.
now I'm like so happy I didn't quit.
Yeah, this is crazy. Just because I was playing tennis growing up, all my other siblings had to take piano lessons, but I didn't have to take
What?
piano lessons because I played tennis.
Oh.
And now looking back, I'm like, I wish I would have
Yeah.
learned piano.
And-
I wish I would have done it.
And I've heard that story from so many people. Like, oh, I wish I had played piano.
I came at you last year and I was like, Corinne, I need you to teach
Yeah.
me how to play piano.
Yes,
Dude,
this
And
guy.
she was like $60 an hour.
and I was like,
Yeah.
YouTube
Yeah.
University next. No, I was just playing. But as a Chinese kid, I was like forced to learn piano. That was like it's stereotypical,
Is it
but it's
just-
actually
you have to.
it's a stereotypical, but it's actually very true. Like every Chinese kid is forced to play piano and
Playing Mozart by
ping
age
pong
4.
and like, dude, it is true.
You play ping pong?
Dude, like when I was like 2 or 3, I'm not even joking. I probably took piano lessons when I was like 3 or 4, and like they like start kids young there.
Yep.
And I like hated it. I hated it.
Wow.
I like cried to my dad. I was like, this thing is so boring. This is so like, I don't understand why I'm doing this. And I got out of it. And it wasn't until like high school, and I was watching some of my friends play piano, and I was like, that is kind of cool.
You're like, dang, I wish I would have stuck with
that
that.
is kind of cool. And ACS, when I think this was after you graduated, sophomore year and junior year, they offered junior year, they started offering a piano class. Yeah.
Junior year.
At ACS, my junior year in high school, ACS started offering a piano class. I took it, but I always use it to do homework that I didn't do the night before. So I actually never learned anything there either, because I always used that time. So I had a lot of chances to learn piano. I just never.
You blew it.
I blew it every time.
You completely blew
Every
it.
single time. Every time.
Wow.
But,
yeah.
well, you teach piano too. I
I
know
do.
So if you guys are ever looking for a piano teacher, hit Corinne up. She's solid, like genuinely
Thank
good.
you. Thank
And
you.
I don't say that a lot of
Wow.
people.
I mean,
I'll
so
tell you
much.
right now.
The
If she's
compliments coming
Yeah.
out of this man.
yeah, I would tell you guys right now if she's bad. I wouldn't even recommend it.
Wow.
I'd be like, don't go to her. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. This proves how much a camera can do.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So much.
Yeah, I teach piano lessons. I've taught piano for about 4 years now, and I have 13 students right now. So it's
Oh, sick.
it's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big money moves.
Big money moves.
Yeah, it's really good money, I must say. It's really good money.
All right. So you've been doing worship at Harvest for 3 years?
Yes, about 3 years.
3 years.
On staff for 2 years.
Okay. What has been the most rewarding thing and the toughest thing about doing worship?
Wow. I'll start with the toughest thing. I think generally the stage is just a really vulnerable place to be. And there's been a lot of times where I've had to get on stage and lead worship even when I was like feeling so unequipped, or like just having an awful day, waking up and you're just having a bad morning and there's stuff going on that not a lot of people know about it that you can't share, but you still have to lead worship. And you still get to lead worship. I should say that. You still get to. But sometimes it feels like you have to when there's something tough going on. But I think that's just also like walking in obedience and like enduring the hardship and following the calling that God's laid on your life even when it's really hard. And yeah, but every time he carries me through, which is the cool thing.
Right.
To see that.
How do you get your heart into the right places in those times? Because leading worship is, your heart's got to be in the right place in order to lead worship. And obviously, we're human, right? Everybody's gonna have those bad days, and everybody's gonna have those bad mornings before you go to church and lead worship, and do what you do. And so what does it look like for you? Let's say your heart's not in the right place to get it in that place where you feel, led to lead worship. Yeah.
One thing that I try to do before I go on stage is just get by myself for a few minutes and just pray and really just like give him my surrender before I go on stage, because sometimes it can feel like everything's on you and like everyone's looking at you and like if you mess up it's going to be awful and like all these things. But I really just have to like go back to that surrender and like it's okay, like God's in control, like this isn't about me at all, it's all about him. And so if I mess up, like God's not gonna like punish me for that, He doesn't care. He just wants to see a heart that wants to worship him.
Yeah. And then the most rewarding thing.
Yeah, definitely just the point of view I have from being in a place where I can see the room and see all the faces and like all the people responding to worship. And it's really sweet to see like little kids, like so happy singing and jumping. But then it's also sweet to see like an old man like crying and like it's sad to see that. And oftentimes I like can't even look at them, otherwise I'll start crying. But it's really just sweet to see people like really touched by like just singing like worship.
Do you remember that one day when I sat first row?
Yes.
And you came up and I was like waving at you? That was crazy.
I was so thrown off by that because you never sit in the front row.
I never sat up there ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go sit by Cam.
He falls asleep usually, so he lets us sit in the back.
Sit front
you have
row.
to have your dad staring you dead in the eye the whole time.
Dude, this one time, my dad was preaching, and I was probably like 6 or something, and I had a little box of Tic Tacs, and I was like shaking them. He got off of the pulpit.
What?
Took the Tic Tacs, put them away, went back up.
No, the funny thing about that is he always has Tic Tacs on his chair.
Yes.
He always has Tic Tacs
and
on
in
his
Scotty
chair.
P's car. If you go in Scotty P's car, there's Tic Tacs everywhere.
He's got them like the places where like he like stores stuff. They're there.
That is so funny.
Tic Tacs are his thing.
Like always, if you're looking for a Tic Tac, Scotty P's car is the place.
Hey, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Oh my gosh. So Tom, you mentioned something about Corinne's calling and how she's found that that's like to ministry and stuff. How did you find your calling, and how do you think other people could possibly find theirs?
Okay, yeah. I think a big thing was just, and I mentioned this earlier, but God kept opening doors into that calling.
So maybe seizing on opportunities?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, there were opportunities, and there weren't any big, like, restrictions. For example, like, I was homeschooled, so I wasn't tied down to having, like, hours of homework every day. And I
What
could...
a life.
What a life, right? And so I could, go to church and work and, like, learn and write songs and do rehearsals and all these things that I probably would not have been able to do if I went to school and had all this homework. But also the people around me were so, like, not just like, oh, you're doing a great job. I had, like, actual people pouring into me saying, like, this is totally, like, God's calling for you. And, like, almost just, like, confirming, if that makes sense. And I really believe, like, the Lord sent those conversations, and, like, those people to say that, especially when I was feeling, like, unsure. People would come up to me and just say, like, hey, I know this is hard, but, like, I totally see that, like, God is using this for, like, your life and for, like, our church. And just, that just helped confirm it for me. Also, I just genuinely love leading worship. Like, bonus, I just love it. And it's a combination of, like, music obviously is a big passion of mine, but then also I found that I love, like, leading a team, especially in our youth group. I love doing that and kind of just, like, mentoring people in a way, like, musically and spiritually. And so it just felt right. It just felt really right.
So it was like a clear path for you. Like, the door opened, and even when you had doubts, it was supporting you.
Yeah.
Like, there were people that naturally came up and just took your doubts away.
Totally.
So
totally.
Yeah. So I feel like a prayer could help someone do that. Pray for open doors, kind of like what you did, and seize the opportunity. I know you and I talk about that all the time. Dawson and I talk about that on this podcast all the time. Regardless whether if it's a career or a ministry, you got to seize the opportunity that is being presented over to you. I have a little odd question. Do you have stage fright ever? Because you perform a lot, you know, and I know, like, a lot of young adults, that's something a lot of young adults struggle with.
The number one fear is public speaking.
Yeah.
And
So
you're like public singing.
Yeah. So like it's hard. You know? Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm pretty outgoing, but like, before I go, if I ever go on a stage, like, right before it, I'll get a stage fright. I will. And then, like, once I'm up there and I'm flowing, like, I'm cool. But right before I do, once I get up there, I'm good. But like, I know a lot of people struggle with it. So like, have you ever dealt with that?
Yeah, I definitely have. But I would actually say that my stage fright was a lot more intense when I was doing classical music, which is, like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But with leading worship, like, this sounds so, like, weird. I don't know. I don't want to sound, like, prideful in any way, but I really don't get nervous.
Yeah, no.
And that's good, but it also can be dangerous because I don't ever want to be, like, too comfortable, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
I don't want to be, like, so set in my plan and, like, what I'm doing and my usual, like, routine, I guess, that I'm not open to, like, the Holy Spirit leading me somewhere else. So I try to just keep a good balance of, like, I don't want to be, like, nervous, like, anxious on stage, but I also don't want to be, like, I'll just go to the next song. Like, it's just easy, you know, whatever. if that makes sense.
So you're 18.
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing ministry you've been doing ministry or working at the church for 2 years. You've been leading worship for 3 years. And you're only 18.
Yeah.
So now I hate asking young people this question, but, like, where do you see your future, your trajectory? Because you're already deeper into a career that most people, when they graduate college with, like, a ministry degree, they'd go into your position.
Yeah.
And so what do you think your trajectory is?
Yeah. Well, that's, like, that's a really good point. And it's a really big blessing, but it's also hard to navigate because there aren't a lot of people that are blessed with that situation. A lot of people that want to go into worship ministry will just go to, like, a college, a Christian college, and major in, like, worship arts and media arts. And, like, nothing wrong with that. Like, that's amazing if you're doing that. But I've been very blessed to basically have received a full education in that by already being thrown into the job itself.
Hands-on experience.
Yeah. Oh, it's so much better than, like, classroom.
You've got the degree.
Yeah. Without the actual degree, right?
You've got the degree without the diploma. Oh, that wasn't good.
Yeah. And so I have been trying to figure out what I want to do with that. And I've debated, like, going to college, not going to college. Like, I want the college experience, but I don't want to pay for it. And, like,
you don't want to pay, like, $50,000.
Oh, more.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah. So much money. And again, nothing wrong with going to college, but I just don't need that full experience. And so my dream for a little while now has been to someday, like, be a part of a worship collective that writes and releases music. Because I love leading from the platform, but I also love doing things behind the scenes, like, writing music and helping, like, demo songs and songwriting groups, all those things. I love doing that as well because it's more like, what's the word? Like, person.
It's more
people connections. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my dream. But
I'm trying to think of the word.
It's-
Sorry, but I'm
it's
trying to
like
think of the
you're trying
word,
to think of
but
the
I
word.
can't think of it right now.
You know what I'm talking
I know
about,
what you're
though.
talking about.
Yeah.
I'm, like, trying to think of the word right now.
It's like, oh,
Let's all take a pause. Where is ChatGPT?
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's like,
No. It's like, continue.
yeah.
Continue.
Yeah.
Wait. Dude, I'm lost now. It's more. Dude, what the heck is that word for when?
Yeah.
Like it's more than teamwork.
It's more.
It's.
You are. It's like a. I know what you're talking about. Like, everybody's got its. Like, in a way, it's got its own role, and I don't know.
Like collective.
Yeah, it's. Yeah.
Collective effort.
It's, but more like
They're-
engaging on a personal level with
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Like intimate? No.
I feel like there's a term that encompasses
I
all
know.
of it,
I think
you know,
maybe we should
but-
make up our own term.
Yeah. Oh man.
Anyhow, we can continue on.
Yeah,
We'll
continue.
continue.
Anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to be a part of a worship collective, be writing songs.
Mhm.
That's kind of like end goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Now,
Yeah.
you were telling me something about how you want to start doing something more like music, not musically, because that's that's an app, right? But you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, the
right?
worship sessions.
Yes. Yeah. Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah. So shout out Sam Reed on YouTube. He makes these like awesome worship session videos. This is holding me accountable now that this is like gonna be out.
We're gonna hold you accountable.
Do you
And
have
you're
a
gonna
YouTube
report
channel?
me.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
No.
Okay.
Actually, yes.
Okay.
I do.
We will be your biggest fans.
We will be your biggest fans. If you
Oh.
like to promote your YouTube channel right now,
Plug it.
Plug it.
It's just Corinne Schneider. That's it. I have one video out.
Go give her.
Let's go.
Go give her a subscribe, like and follow.
It's my orchestra performance from sophomore year. So.
Yeah. Go give her a like and subscribe after you like and subscribe ours.
Oh yeah. Yep. Thanks for the shout out. But anyway, so he makes these worship sessions, and they are basically just like a worship set, but there's also little breaks with like scripture reading and prayer, and I love how it's kind of something you can have going when you're like reading your Bible or getting ready for the day or something like that. It's just really, really cool, and I love it's really low key and chill, but also really like well produced.
Yeah,
and so
that's awesome.
yeah.
So it's like a worship session.
Yeah.
Like a really chill, relaxing worship session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Like
like-
Tiny Desk.
Yeah, like Tiny Desk.
Do you know what Tiny Desk is?
I do.
I love Tiny Desk.
I used
Yeah.
So I have a very hard time like not listening to music while doing homework. But
Oh.
as soon as I get into a song that I like, I just forget about homework and I'm just out here jamming. So then that's why homework never got done, because I couldn't do it without music. But then music low key also distracted me. So then I found out about Tiny Desk.
What is your go-to?
Oh, dude, I literally just put a random one. Okay, so I have a thing where I never pick songs. I just put everything at random. I never pick songs when I'm in the car. I go to all my songs and I hit random. So it could be.
No.
I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Dude,
I don't
I'm
like
like that
that
all day. So it could be like country, and then next will be rap.
You're a country guy?
Almost
That-
bought a 4Raptor, guys.
That is shocking
almost.
to me.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Almost bought a
That is
4Raptor.
shocking.
I would have bought the cowboy boots and everything to go with it.
Oh no, there's no way. There's absolutely no way.
I do like country music. Am I country? Absolutely not. But like I do like country music. You know,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I still haven't been to Saddle Up though. I've never been to Saddle Up just yet. You've been there, haven't you?
I've been to Saddle Up
Yeah,
a couple times.
I do actually want to go like learn like line dancing and
Line
stuff like
dancing?
that. But I like,
No,
I
you don't.
cannot see you doing
but like honestly,
you
like
don't,
I like people have invited me,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm like whenever like I just don't like going out anymore, to be honest with you. So I just never got
He's
myself
old now.
motivated. Yeah, honestly,
Grandpa.
like
He's old.
I don't like staying out till like 11 o'clock midnight.
What?
Like I get tired. I really don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
You like to go to bed early and do your yoga with
I don't
your
even like going to
tea.
bed early. I just like to get home early. Because I'm always the one
He'll-
like
he'll be up late.
yeah, but
like-
I'm like home. I'm like a homebody now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like a homebody now.
Hey, I respect that.
So I don't know, but
Yeah.
maybe one day. But I do like country music. I do like country music.
Okay. We've been talking about your ministry aspect of your life
Yeah.
for a bit now. I kind of want to flip to another part of your life that you
Mhm.
briefly mentioned off camera, but
Mhm.
your health growing
Mhm.
up. Can you talk about that, because I have zero clue.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't talk about it a ton, but I am super open to talking about it just because it's amazing how God has just brought me through it. So when I was 1.5, I was diagnosed with neuroblastoma, which is a cancer in nerve cells. And so I had a baseball-sized tumor in my stomach when I was 1.5.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
think about how small you are at 1.5, and you have
Yeah.
That takes up
Wow.
like 15%
I
of your
know.
body or something. Jeez.
Right? Yeah, you're like so small. But yeah, so it was obviously I don't remember, I was 1, but my parents obviously do, and that was a lot for them. I'm the oldest of 5 kids. So as the oldest, 5 of us, yeah.
There's 5 of you, bro.
I know, but I didn't know
Yeah.
there was 5 of her.
Yeah.
It's not her, it's her siblings.
Well, yeah.
All right, continue.
Yeah.
Continue.
So I was the oldest, like their first kid, the guinea pig, typical. And to have your first kid get cancer at 1 is like really crazy. So, they they were able to remove the tumor and I didn't have to have chemotherapy. Like, praise God.
Imagine
So
chemo is like.
Can you do
Yeah.
chemo at 1 year old?
Can you do
Yeah.
it?
You can?
Mhm.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, but my cancer did not spread anywhere.
Oh,
It was
okay.
only in my stomach, which was like crazy because most of the time it does spread. And so when I was 1.5, I had a surgery, had it removed. And then when I was 3, it actually reoccurred. So it came back a second time.
I've never understood
and-
how that happens.
I don't either.
Because I'm like, if you took
I-
it away, how does it come
I know,
back?
Dude,
yeah.
I feel like I've thought about that before. I feel like it's when they take it out and they do, because you know how like they do imaging to make sure everything's gone.
Yeah.
Like there is something so small that you couldn't see on imaging that's still
Mhm.
there that people didn't take out. Like I feel like that's how it comes back.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm
It's
no
kind of
doctor.
weird. No.
I'm no doctor.
But yeah, so it came back and yeah, again, didn't really spread anywhere. Just had it removed. But my mom was also like just had a baby at this time. She had just had my brother Caleb. And so he was like newborn, like, you know, newborn things, and then also like me in the hospital, cancer, and just a lot of stuff going on, like very chaotic. And this was also the time that my parents found the Lord, really like started following the Lord. They had been Christians, but they weren't really like actively living for him. So this is when they were like, okay, Lord, we're gonna commit to you. Like, you're waking us up here. Like, we're following you now. So for the next 6 years, everything was fine. I had my like yearly like cancer, checkup in the city where they would just make sure everything's fine. And it was. And then when I was 9, I had a obstruction, which is basically like kind of TMI, but it's like when all the scar tissue like just messes a ton of stuff up.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I had to have a 3rd abdominal surgery when I was 9. And that was the hardest.
You definitely remember that one.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, all right.
I remember that a lot. And yeah, that was really hard because I'd always been like, oh yeah, I had cancer, but I'm better now. And then it just all kind of like hit, and I was like, oh wait, like this is what I had to go through, but now I'm going through it again. And it wasn't cancer, but it was like, just as bad almost.
Yeah.
And so about a year to 2 years after that, I just had so many like stomach issues, and I was going to physical therapy like 3 times a week, and chiropractor, and my mom was constantly trying to find new doctors and appointments in the city, and I was taking all these supplements and like all this stuff.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my mom's homeschooling my 4 younger siblings and me, and it's just like really crazy. But through that time, we were at a church who was just like covering us in prayer and like covering me in prayer, and like it just was like a big family that was like constantly praying over me.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Yeah. And so when I was about 11, I think, it was still just really tough with all my health stuff. And my mom was just like, Lord, like, just heal her, like, please. Like, we were just so desperate to be done. And doctors had told us, like, so many times, like, this is going to be a struggle for the rest of your life. Like, you can never get rid of this. Like, I remember sitting across from a desk at a doctor and him, like, telling us, like, you can't get away from this.
What bedside manner, dude.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh.
It was really hard. But my mom, one night, she was just like laying awake, and she's not like someone that usually is like, God spoke to me like this, but she came down the next morning and she said, like, God audibly spoke to me. She is healed. And I'm not kidding, like, literally there's no trace of anything like health related in that area. I like completely have no issues anymore related to that, and there's no explanation but a miracle. There's no explanation but like God did that, because doctors told us like there's no way. So yeah, that's basically my health journey.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you were lucky enough to experience one of those miracles, because I feel like a lot of time we hear about them, but like, you know, it's you don't really like actually always know someone who's done it. You just like hear about it, but you like actually got to experience it, which is huge, you know.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy, and a lot of times I like, not that I forget, but if I'm ever like, you know, worried about my health or like a future like health concern or anything, I'll just be like, no, like I need to stand on that promise that God gave me, and I don't want to forget about that promise that he made to me, and I don't want to doubt the promise he made to me, you know. So yeah, but it's amazing, and I feel very blessed. very blessed.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So we got the ministry side of Corinne.
Yeah.
We've got the health side of Corinne and the healing and everything, which is awesome. Is there any other stuff that is just like, this was a part of my journey or is a part of my journey?
You mean like more spiritually, or
Could be anything.
Yeah.
Could be anything. Yeah, really.
I think one thing that I've just been like really learning recently, and I have been learning over the past couple years, is like the only one that we need to please is God. I've definitely struggled with fear of man a lot, and like as a worship leader too, like fear of man, just people, you know, people seeing you all the time. And so yeah, that's just been like a reoccurring theme in my life, God teaching me like I'm the one you need to please. And like one verse that I always go back to is Galatians 1:10. Like if I were pleasing man, I wouldn't be a servant of Christ. And so yeah, that's just been like something he's been teaching me.
I actually really like that. I think a lot of young adults deal with that, especially you entering, you know, the young adult life now that you're 18, because we're trying to figure out who we are, right? Trying to get our careers going.
It's probably come up in every podcast.
Yeah.
It's just like, what is your identity?
Right.
Yeah,
and as a young adult, when you're trying to figure out who you are, you're trying to please man a lot.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's huge.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's you're way ahead of time getting that figured out at 18. So
Oh, I did not have it all figured out.
but have that part figured out at 18. That's huge.
Oh,
So
still working on it.
Right.
Still working on it.
every single day.
Yeah.
We all got to work on it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, well, thank you, Corinne, for joining us today on this podcast.
Thanks for having me,
Of
guys.
course. All right, so we have obviously the question that we always ask.
And
but
what could it be?
Yeah. But
What
I'm
could
actually
it
gonna
be?
add. I'm actually gonna add a new one.
Oh, good.
I'm
good.
actually
Variety.
gonna add a new one today, and it's actually going to be our female guests that I'm gonna ask this. So I have posted, what are some topics that you guys would like to hear us talk about on Instagram, and I'm not gonna shout out who it is, but somebody had asked, how do I get a girlfriend?
Oh
And
my God.
I'm not gonna drop who it is. Don't you worry. Is it? No. I'm not gonna drop who it is. But I feel
name drop.
I feel no. I don't think you know who it is. I don't think you know, but no.
Okay, all right.
But I don't feel qualified to speak on that. But I don't know. Like I just want to ask you to give us one green flag that you will want to see in a guy that you are interested. What's a green flag to you? So that's the question I'm gonna ask every female guest. What's a green flag to you in someone in a partner that you're looking for? And I'm gonna ask. Actually, I'm gonna ask guy guest that too.
With the girl,
just give us one green flag. How about this? One green flag and one red flag.
Okay.
For just a potential, like somebody that what you're looking for in the future and things like that.
I like this question.
Okay, can I just like disclaimer say like this person is like following the Lord, like they're okay, like they're actually living for the Lord, like they're actually like a Mog, man of God.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
You've never heard that?
I've never heard of that.
Okay, you want to know what's really funny? Is like you have Mogs and you have Wogs.
Yep.
And everybody who like comes up with that phrase thinks that they're the one that came up with it.
Hey, I'm not claiming that
But
phrase.
but
I'm
it's
not.
like so many people like people at college were just
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, we're wogs, woman of God.
Yeah.
And then there's other people that are like back here that are just like, oh, yeah, we're wogs, like woman of God. I'm just like, that's not original.
I actually
Not
heard.
original.
That's not original.
I actually heard another one the other day from my friend Chance. Shout out Chance. He I can't remember the one for the girl, but the guy is P-Jaw, precious gem of a man. Or no, precious something. Precious gem of a man. It's so funny.
What does that mean, though? Precious gem of a man.
I don't even know.
There's a lot. You could take that a
You
lot
can
of
take that
ways.
Yeah.
ways. Yeah, I was like, oh, never heard that one
I
before.
think Chance needs to like change up what he's
Yeah.
calling himself.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyhow, all right. Give us
Anyways.
give us your green flag.
Okay.
First thing come to mind that something you're like.
I'm clipping that, bro.
Oh, yeah.
First thing that comes to your mind, you're like, this is something that I value, that I look for. Obviously, man
Yeah,
of God. So
okay.
that's
It's
already
so
already set in
hard.
stone.
Okay, I think one thing that really I value personally is gentleness.
So that's a green flag.
Yes,
Okay.
a green flag. So a guy who's not like insensitive or like, not like, I don't know. They just know how to like be like caring and gentle and like, I don't know, just gentleness. Gentleness is a big one. And then I think a red flag is definitely pride. 100%. Like, if a guy is prideful and they're like all into themselves and like their abilities and like their stuff, I don't know, that just is a super big red flag for me.
Right,
Immediately.
so what's an example of somebody being like prideful in a relationship?
In a relationship, I think just them wanting their way all the time, or like, oh, I want this, like I want to do this, thinking of themselves
Selfish.
first. Selfishness.
So selfish is the red flag.
Yes.
I think selfish and pride. That's
Selfishness, pride,
Right.
thinking of themselves before the other person.
And selfishness is pride.
It is.
Yeah, selfishness is pride because you're
Yeah.
thinking you're better than everybody else.
Yeah.
Like you don't, I feel like people don't think that go hand in hand, but it does.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
All
Yeah.
right. Well,
at
we
that.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next question you already know, and I feel like I know your answer, and I'm probably gonna be disappointed in it. But
You will.
did you tip when you went to Oak and Bean today?
With
Yes,
that-
I did.
With that blueberry latte you got?
I did tip.
How much did you tip?
I tipped $1.
Oh, what's
I tipped
Is that-
$1.
is that 20%?
I pressed other and then I pressed $1
Oh, okay.
because the 20% was like $2 or something.
Okay.
'Cause
But
I-
see, you-
I've been tipping pretty much every time I've been going lately. I have been.
Wow.
Look at me.
Not even just for Jenna.
Changed man over
I've
here.
been taking the money from the tip jar to even out people like you guys. I need to spread my message.
No, I feel so much better about tipping at a place like Oak and Bean where I know they're not getting paid like
Okay.
$17 an
Okay,
hour.
I will say, knowing that after Jenna told me, okay, that they don't make their minimum wage because they're relying on tips. Okay, I will do that, but
Yeah.
we don't know that about other coffee shops.
Yeah,
So
right,
I'm gonna be
right.
honest. My point, like for me, still stands. You know.
Still don't. You just apply to all.
See, it's really funny. Like, after so many people have been on here and they've all said like, yes, I tip, or not at Starbucks, but at local coffee
Yeah, not
shops
at
I tip.
Starbucks.
And there's been like one or two people that have been like, no. But like, it's amazing after all this time, you're still just like,
Yeah.
nope.
He's
Yeah.
unmoving.
Now,
Nobody even ask anymore.
Yeah, now I gotta take money from the tip jar to even out what everybody's
even
tipping.
out what-
That's
Yeah.
awful.
I gotta make my
That's
footprint in the coffee shops.
I should have said thieves or red flags instead of.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Okay, so you don't click 20%, you click other and then $1. Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let's say you went to a different coffee shop and you don't know.
Mhm.
let's say they were getting paid minimum wage, would you still tip? Like, let's say you knew they were getting paid minimum wage, would you still tip?
Maybe not, just because I don't know them personally. Like, I went to Society 57 yesterday.
Right.
And didn't tip.
Yeah, because I mean, Oak and Bean, you go there all the time. You
right,
have
I know
that
them.
Work there
yeah, I
and
know the
stuff like
baristas
that.
there. But and like that feels more like personal. Like I'm
Right.
gonna give them a little blessing here, and like
Right.
you know, versus. But that sounds awful because I need to be blessing strangers too, not just the people I know. Conviction.
Conviction.
Conviction. Tom, are you feeling convicted right now?
No. No.
Oh my god.
No. I only take tips from people I know. I only take tips at Oak and Bean. But no, I'm just kidding. I don't actually take
Okay,
tips
but
at
here's
Oak.
a question no one's asked you.
Okay.
If you were a barista at Oak and Bean,
Yeah.
would you get offended if people didn't tip you?
First of all, I would never be a barista.
Okay.
But second of all, if I was, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't because
I don't believe it. I don't
Nah,
believe it.
straight up
I
lie.
don't
no, I wouldn't
Straight up.
I do
because
not.
because I didn't grow up in a tipping culture. I did not grow up in a tipping culture. I didn't. Like, I don't expect tips.
But
You
live
grew
one.
up in America.
You
bro.
live in a tipping culture.
You grew up in America.
in a tipping culture, but like, no, I don't think I would care. I really don't.
That you
Honest-
grew up
honestly-
more in
Yeah,
China.
yeah.
than in
But honestly,
America.
I don't think I would care. I don't think I would care if people tipped or not. I don't. Because guess what? I'm gonna make my coffee the same way for every person, regardless whether if I know they tip me or not.